Come on. Haha. Okay. While we're here, maybe I'll try the other two. Let's do this. We'll try the other two trials.
3rd place. Impressive. But you could do better.
Okay. Feel like we need to work up to the chieftain's trial, so let's go onslaught.
The onslaught trial challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize. Only then will you be able to defeat them all without being overwhelmed.
Piece of cake. Honestly, easy.
We'll start when you hit the snow at the bottom of that rope. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
Sounds good. Crispy Buds, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, the plan for today is we're not gonna try to get first place in all the hunting trials because I think it may be just above us for today until we upgrade all of our weapons. So I'm just gonna try the other two that I didn't get to on Sunday, and then we're going here to find the rail part, and we also need to pick up BLUEGLEAM. So BLUEGLEAM side tracks or side missions do not count as distractions. It is part of today's agenda. So, Chieftain or Chieftain? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Now that that's cleared up. What do we think we need for this? Chieftain? Tin. That rolls off the tongue the nicest for sure. So we have Ropecaster. I don't use it all that often, but I feel like the Tripcaster is going to be our friend here, right? Do Tripcaster and just like really amp up the shock. 225 damage? Wait, what? This weapon creates traps which detonate when the tripwire connecting to anchor points is broken. Okay. We have fire. What if we just go shock, shock, shock? I mean, I'm interested. I'm interested. This. And this is gonna do 416 damage. I know I said shock, 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 but I don't know. Is this too good? Is this the play? And handling? I mean, the handling's not that much different, but whatever. Okay, let's try this. And equip this over Ropecaster. Okay. And let's do blast, blast. I'm out of sparkers. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. How did that happen? Oh no. Are sparkers the new wires? Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Well, I guess we have to, huh? My monies. I have like 500. How did this happen? Okay, so not only do you have to be very skilled, but you have to be rich to get the first place one. And that other mission there. Okay. Right. What do these need? Okay, we're good here. We're good here. So we're just gonna go down. This is just getting a feel for...
Trial's not over yet. Unless you want it to be.
Ooh, sorry. Sorry, my bad. Okay. So where do we think the waves come from? Okay. Boogers. Oh, it's timed. All right, we gotta... Get to the next arena. We gotta run. Oh, this is not good. How many arenas are there? How am I out of ammo? Okay, that's fine. Alright, I don't know. Everything seems fine here. Hello? I'm gonna go through so much ammo. Okay, I'm not blaming anybody, but we need to hit some shots, people. Are we done? Nope. I missed. I missed. the last arena. Okay, wait, where's that? No. Wait, what was that? Okay. Nope, we're fine. We're fine. We just have to clear this arena in, you know. Okay, Ray, use the thing. Guy's a little late to the party. Oh, many of you are late to the party. No matter. You are welcome here. Oh, what is that? What is that? Hello? Somebody put that there. Okay, I think this is working. Down you go. Ow. It's fine. One more. One more. Of it. Okay. We need to use, we also, what was working there, my aim was not it, but should we loot all these things? I think we should. Ooh, hello? Oh. We need the blast. Okay? Okay. And it's not that I'm disappointed in our aim abilities or anything like that. It's just, it's not as good. I can't go back. Oh, okay. Again. Okay, what do I need for these things? Wire. We need wire. Hello, I need wire. Merchant. What am I doing here? Lots of wire. About 340. And then let's sell. We have some modifications here that we do not need. Again.
Your first run on that trial and you claimed second place. I haven't seen many pull that off.
It's not good enough, Keeper. It is not good enough.
The Onslaught trial challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize. Only then will you be able to defeat them all without being overwhelmed.
I accept.
I'll start counting after you've taken the rope down.
Deal.
We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
Okay. 3 arenas, 3 waves, all blast wire. Feel like I should be using the hard points, actually, if possible. Yes. Okay. And go.
No, it's too short.
Come on. You know you want to. It missed! No, run through this! Run through this! Oh, no. Do it, you won't. Whoa. Ow. Oh, I'm done with this arena. Okay. This is not good, not bad. Not good, not bad. Just be aggressive. I'm out of ammo. Okay, it's fine. Everything is fine. I have no visual on the enemy. Okay.
One arena down. On to the next.
Okay, let's make these. Wait, what? What is this?
Who? Me?
Nice. Okay. Oh, booger. Oh, no. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. No, oh, boogers. We're fine. Ow. No ammo. Oh boy. Hold on. Wait, can it go in the water? I'm confused. Oh god. I don't know if that guy's dead or not, but he is not. Maybe that'll kill him. Oh hurt though. Oh! At least we got 420 though. Blazing.
Good find.
I don't know, did that see? I see you finally use blast wires as such an overkill in the little ones. It's true. I think that, but faster, and also not missing on some of these. And we'll have it. Hey, maybe the keeper will say something. She'll be like, all right, I see you're here for the memes. I accept you. Shoot her. Okay, easy. Phil, how's it going? All right, let's take a look at our inventory. I think, or what am I doing? I just go to make it. Okay, I think we can run it again. We can run it again. Easy. We need to be more aggressive. We need to push in and spawn camp, and we'll have it.
You came in second. Most couldn't manage that.
For me, Tripcaster did more damage than the sling. Don't know what mods I had on it though. Yeah, I mean right now I have
the
like
onslaught trial
all the
challenges the hunter
damage.
to withstand the ebb and flow
So
of
it does
combat.
like 400 and whatever.
Machines
but...
will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize.
Oh, are
Only
you
then will you be
saying
able to defeat
for?
them all without being overwhelmed.
It did take
Use
me
the
some
rope to get to the
time
arena, and we'll start. We'll need a
to
moment
get the little
pull
ones at the
machines from
beginning. So
past into
maybe
the
I should
arenas.
throw the.
Then make your descent.
Like do the shock bombs rather than blast wire.
They know I'm here now.
Actually, let's just try for funsies. Okay. And I'm missing all of them. Okay, it's fine. It's fine because they're literally everywhere now. This is fine. How did you go under? Okay. The last arena. Go, go, go. Make, make, make.
Felt that.
was not supposed to happen like that, but it's fine. Why are you so slow? It's fine. Am I gonna blow this? I can't see anything. Let's go! Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna blow it. Okay, that was... that was such a cheese way of doing it, but you know what? It's fine. Oh my gosh, I can't feel my hands. Oh my gosh, the little one at the very end, I'm blind. Like, oh man. Oh, my heart. Wow. Wait, can you pick these back up? Oh. Okay, well. Let's go. Wait, was it 310 or 320? Was the final? Picking up tripwires is a skill. This is my first time, like, actually using the tripwire. Let's save, let's save. Oh, 330? Oh my gosh, for some reason I saw 320, and I was like, if I have to go to, like, meleeing, that could probably take 10 seconds. Okay, we need so much more wire. Sparkers, since we're here. Oh no, I have 200. Okay. And then, can I sell? Can I sell here? Modifications. Okay, before we do anything else, let's see what the chieftain one is.
You're first among all the other hunters. They were good Banuk. Determined, competitive. Not enough for you.
That's right. Chieftain's trial.
This trial is the most dangerous ordeal in the Snow Chance. While not all chieftains pass it, only a chieftain may attempt it.
So do we go back and try the control trial? I personally do not think I'm going to be able to do the control trial. I think there's something... Well, I guess I'm out of here.
When you have more, return.
She's like, hey, not now, Chief. Not now. Fine. I'll just pick up my toys and play elsewhere then. But you're gonna regret this. You are going to regret this for the rest of your life, lady. What am I doing? Okay. We save. Do you think if I did... What if I did tripwire and... Hold on a moment. If I did the tripwire and the storm slinger... What do you think? The game is telling you to pace yourself, go do some side quests. I think that's a good idea. Where would I get a stronger storm slinger though? I feel like this is the one they want me to use here. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to my tried and trues. Okay, so we need to leave here. Blue gleam, blue gleam, blue gleam. And here's our next. Does it look like it's on top? Logs. Okay, we gotta find a way to climb up there. How rude. Oh, only chieftains can do this one. Okay, well, I'll be back then when I'm your chieftain.
Before I even breathe out.
There's this one. And 3 is back here. Can I climb this way? Be harder to get back up here, so there it is.
A quick way down.
Boom. Easy blue gleam. Ooh, what is this path? Door. Hello? What are you hiding up here? What are you hiding? It looks like there could be like a way around it this way, but Come here, Door. Door, if you even knew what I just went through, trust me, you would not be, Last request. Oh son, this may be my last record in a cold and friendless land. To your ears, I admit my mistake, following the well-traveled Aram's footsteps, lacking his experience or snowshoes. Yet, I'd always dreamed of seeing the land of the Banuk for myself. For my folly, I have been buffeted by blizzards, chased by machines, and pressed to what must be the very gates of Banner. I trust there are watchtowers above, and that the Banuk will not leave a traveler to his death. But the wind drowns out my calls for aid, and any sign I make is fast extinguished. My only hope is to huddle here and wait for a break in the snow, even as I hear my pursuers drawing ever closer. O son, should this be the end, see it to me, my worldly possessions are distributed equally among my 5 cousins, and my flower garden and bright market is watered regularly, twice daily for the rust bells in my memory. I'm sorry, my friend. I will see to it with no further information that your flowers get watered, though. Oh, what is this?
Must be the cave that shaman told me about. Long way down. And not natural either.
Okay, before I do that whole thing, there's an animal figurine. Oh, unless the animal figurine is underground. Come on, Aloy. Okay, I bet it is underground. So
Might regret this.
Let's go with that assumption, huh? Okay, fine. So maybe that's a future DLC area? It's also Blue Gleam, but again, probably underground. Dang. Alright, what are the chances that there's gonna be a fire in here? Or maybe I should go here? Gates of Banuk territory. Oh, so when the Nora do it, they're xenophobic, but when everyone else does it, it's fine. Yeah, let me, like... So... For some reason, I thought, like, where we were was Benner territory, but that does not seem to be the case. Also, I'm wondering if I should run down to this fire. Am I gonna regret not saving before going in here? Or do I believe in myself? I believe in myself. I think it's just the way to Banner. There's a similar gate. Okay, I gotcha. The game does have checkpoints and quest progression, so I think you're fine. Okay, so if I jump down here immediately to my death, I might be fine.
I might not be alone down here.
No. Oh, goodness, no. Oh. Why?
Here's one of the metal birds.
Oh, metal birds are... Oh, it's like a fighter jet type thing. All right. Where are you at, stalkers?
Need a lead. Focus might find something.
We'll get the lead. Oh. Animal figurine. Depicts a slim, antlered animal, inscribed 5 of 7 in a commemorative set. See 2042 Montana Recreations. Trade at Hollow Hall for valuable rewards.
Full already.
Do you guys feel like you hear something moving?
If I could move that flying machine over a little. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. Just have to go up.
Can you get across? Oh, to this? Wait, examine.
Something's been hacked out of it. Maybe I can find another of these flying machines.
I'm very confused and concerned and scared. I can't open this door. Okay.
There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
Okay. Echo, Sierra, Echo, do we think is east, southeast? East. South. East. All right. Rayloy is now a certified aircraft technician. I mean, at this point, I feel like they should have brought Aloy in. Yeah, instead of Blevins, like, maybe they should have brought Aloy in. That guy, agreed, worse than Brett. Is that door. Alright, down we go. I would trust Aloy with my life. Even if my life was, about to get ruined by stalkers.
Got too much already.
Got too much already? Oh, it's just health. Okay, and here.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
Alright. Message text. Miss Pines, Dad Blevins. Right now, I'm looking at a security drone. It was requisitioned from Faro Automated Industries to serve the needs of the fire break project. It is, in fact, one of an entire fleet of handpicked by me and allotted for our use by Ted Faro. Yes. Why am I not surprised that Dodd Blevins and Ted Faro know each other? But okay. Yes, the man's so far above you on the ladder that he might as well be God. And I have a direct line to your Father in heaven. Now, you and I had a conversation in which I tried to impart to you the sensitive nature of our project. And if I recall correctly, you said, I understand, Mr. Blevins. I took you at your word, which apparently was a flaw in my judgment since you've sent me a gosh darn fleet of flying CCTV cameras and a bunch of eggheads who think they know more about protecting this country than I do. Now, your technicians are going to provide me with the firepower I need to prevent a major act of terrorism from occurring in or around my facilities. And they are going to do so without increasing our budget project because, Miss Pines, this is your screw up. And I'm a reasonable man, but so help me, if you add another cent to Firebreak's balance sheet, I will see to it that you personally, answer to Mr. Faro and his board of directors. So I want you to call me back. I want you to leave a message. I want that message to consist of 4 little words. I understand, Mr. Blevins, and this time I want you to mean them. Calm down, dude. You work at a national park. Jeez Louise. I don't know what Mr. Blevins' deal is, but he's really got to settle it down.
I could use my focus to look around.
Oh, you want to use your focus? Okay, we can do that. I kind of wanted to see if we could pry open this door, which we can't, so... Hey, another one. So where do you guys think the stalkers are?
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here.
Ooh, this does not look good. To Kenny Chow from Harris Bonner. Ban him. Kenny, I get it, okay? I really do. Faro is Firebreak's patron. Blevins is Faro's lapdog. Circle of blah blah blah. But if you allow Blevins to remain on site, installation is going to take twice as long as we're budgeted for. And I don't know how deep Firebreak's pockets are, but I can guarantee you they're not bottomless. We've just got done recalibrating the entire fleet. The entire fleet, Kenny. Why? I imagine you're wondering. Oh, Kenny, I'm so glad you hypothetically asked. Blevins was unhappy with the baseline behavioral routines of the security drones. You know, the ones he selected himself. Not aggressive enough, he said. I doubt a Rottweiler mounted on an ICBM would be aggressive enough for him. So we patched in some combat behaviors, which, let me tell you, was not easy. Basically outfitted these things for war. Think about that, Kenny. Bleeding edge combat drones patrolling an empty wilderness. Also, Blevins can play army on Firebreak's dime. I'm begging you, Kenny. Find a way to bar him from the hangar. Please, Harris. Yeah. Ban Blevins. Ban Blevins. That's actually a really good point. What was this guy so nervous about? That seems very strange, but seems like maybe he's not smart enough himself to, like, I don't know. If he was gonna, like, override the entire fleet and do whatever with these machines, like, he wouldn't be able to do it himself. Joe, thank you so much for the follow. That is weird. Also very weird that he is so close to Ted, so...
Focus could turn.
Around.
Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
I just feel like... something doesn't seem right, right? Or am I crazy? And there they are.
Let's do this.
How does that miss? You're clearly not alone. Where are your friends? Why am I using these? Alright, so we all agree there's gonna be one more, right? Also, overdraw of the hardpoint arrows. That is us today. That's what we're working on. Okay, just in case we do meet his friend. Get greedy right now.
So this thing will improve my spear, huh?
Talk to Kamut. Alright, on our way down. Alright, we're gonna go down. Campfire. Blue Gleam. Continue. 28 versus 99. Yeah, it's a huge difference. Just because you're right doesn't mean you're crazy. Alright, true. Even your previous shadow bow did 41 on regular hard points. And then, if I remember to RR, that RR and overdraw. That right there is the key. Oh! No, 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 no. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, thanks. I can't even tell what you are. You're a stalker. Of course you're a stalker.
Broken scene.
Okay. I don't know. You hate fire? This is not good. Ouch. Maybe we don't fight this fight? I don't know what is, okay. Overdraw. 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 R. Oh! I'm trying to R here, please. R. Oh. R. Ow. We need like one hit. Please. R. Member. Apple pie. Thank you so much for the resub. I got stung by a bee on my way to school today, so I'm not very happy. Also watching Ray play this, realized how crappy I am at this game. I am positive that's not true. If you really watch the gameplay, it's not good. It's not good. And Brenner J, thank you so much for the follow.
Look out below!
Hold on. Completely unrelated to the little animal that we just saw next to us. We need a fox skin and a raccoon bone. Okay? Fox skin. Fox, raccoon. Fox, raccoon. Fox, raccoon. Man, I kind of need a little bit of everything, though, when you really think about it. There's a little audio cue when you get the overdraw. I'm no longer on mobile. Yes, apple pie. Also, I'm very sorry about your bee sting. I don't know. Isn't there some things you're supposed to put on a bee sting? For some reason, peanut butter is coming to mind, but I think you're supposed to use peanut butter if you get gum in your hair. So maybe don't try the peanut butter thing. Maybe don't try the peanut butter thing. Okay. My memory is unable to remember who we need to ask for body parts, so pretty sure just everybody's gonna have to, you know.
I think of summer sun, breeze through the trees.
Okay, we do not need to fight this fight, people. Part of strength and wisdom is knowing when to walk away. Look at Smokey the Bear. Oh. What's happening? Okay, whatever. Those people, no wisdom. They are lacking wisdom. Yes, everybody go towards Smokey the Bear. And definitely do not look in the other direction. Gotta save, we gotta save. Help him fight them. Do we have to? I don't know. Maybe these guys got it, you know? And they don't need our help at all. His weakness is fire and damage. Wait a minute. No, that's where my blue gleam is. Well, okay. They're probably long dead by now. I may have sat a little too long on, you know, getting to the campfire. We're gonna avenge them. Don't you worry. We're gonna avenge them, and also we need to go over there because of blue gleam. So we'll get it worked out for sure.
If Ikri's not coming back,
She'll be back. She never falters.
but if she has, then I'm the one who can throw a spear the farthest.
And I'm the one who can climb ice the fastest.
You have passed one test. Easy prey. The next test is of silence.
Hey everybody, what's going on here?
What are your hunters doing so far out here?
We are of the White Teeth, come down from the jawbone of Banur to test those who would run with us.
A test? In those hunting grounds?
No, it is an ordeal. Survive upon the glacier and the knife trail, as our ancestors did. It's been a harsh season. 2 have yet to return. We shall wait. Then we shall bless their attempt. Then we shall leave.
This is probably unrelated, but I think I saw a couple of people maybe just a little north of here.
What does this ordeal involve?
To scale the glacier's face and endure 4 days and 4 nights, sustained only from the frozen ground of the machines. Our shaman has blessed the ordeal and permitted their harvest.
Metal to fashion weapons. The rest is forbidden.
Uh-huh.
So who are the White Teeth?
Warriors. The first and the best. All young hunters hungry for the fight seek to run with us. Now the machines are angered. There was always fighting. We are well served, eh, shaman?
Every day lightning cracks in the smoke of battle. Every night a new name to honor in song.
You're from Banur. Do you know about Aratak and Araya?
Strong names indeed. They have many songs. But there is a reason they roam out here, in the cut, and not among the great Waraks. This obsession with Thunder's Drum will be their undoing.
So you're missing
What
hunters.
about the 2 who haven't returned?
It was their ordeal to face alone. Their life or death. Those who return know the White Teeth run alongside them. Those who do not know the White Teeth marked their attempt.
How generous.
So you're not gonna look for them.
Aren't you even going to look for your missing hunters?
In time. As months pass, the meltwater often carries the bodies out.
Unbelievable. If there's a chance they're alive, then I'll look for them.
Even if they did still live, they will not accept your aid, Outlander. To us, survival is sacred.
Nothing else can be relied upon.
We'll see.
This...
Okie dokie. Wait, what? Oh, that's okay. Yep.
Underestimate. We will not
Survival is
bow.
sacred. So they leave people to die?
All right, everybody. Great news. This is not in the direction that we saw those people before, so... Excellent. Okay, we'll go this way. Blue Gleam, help hunters come back. So we need to get this Blue Gleam, and... Or while we're over here, should we do this? Okay.
Belong to the daemon. You look well.
Oh, what do we think? This is probably... What's this? Far enough away, do we think?
That one held.
Go, 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 go! Oh! We were close! Okay, run! Run, 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 run! Oh my god! This was a bad idea. Whose idea was this, people? Huh? This was not the play. Okay. Hold. Hold. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Look, now we just hit them from here. And R. I've missed. I'm missing spectacularly. And R. Listen. Yeah. I am getting... My bad. I am getting a kitty, and that is it. I'm sorry. Listen, your friend did not have to die, but you left me no choice, so then he had to die. Or she. Okay. Yeah. Kitty, please. Oops. What the heck? Can't call? Oops. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just have them come to us, right?
I'll do what I have to.
If you would please see yourselves this way. This is where you come in? Hello? Say hello to my little friend. Oh! Wow. That is something. Yes, good job. Now, if we continue this way, I believe there are others. And I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm pretty sure they said something about your mom. Aww. Aw, that's a good kitty. All right, well, thank you very much for your services. See you again soon. Time for the test of getting wrecked by a sawtooth. All right, I did, they do move a little quicker than I remember, or maybe the override is just a little slower than I remember, but okay. R. Oh, I heard R. I heard the thing. R. Oh my. Yes. Okay, I might be a little too far away from my friend. Oh god, I'm falling down a mountain. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, nobody panic. We're fine. We are fine. Alright. Gravity wins again. There we go. R. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. We just gotta go a little further, is all. Wait, you can't override the, these guys, right? The demonic. Oh god, that's a scorcher right there. Oh, that's not good.
Another day. What'll this one hold?
Okay. Let's see what we can do about... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Yep. Yep. I know. Not hideable glass. Yeah, glass. Non-hideable grass. So, we need a plan B. Is plan B just murder? I don't know. I feel like that's not a very good plan B, but... Ooh, I missed! Yep. Okay. R. Ooh, R. Haha. Ooh. Okay, maybe you will all agree with me. Murder was not the play. There was no way we could have known that murder was not the play, you know? What are those? Alright, it's fine. Everything's fine. Good thing nobody panicked. Do you still have them rope? Oh, that's true. Rather than the rope caster, if I go to the trip caster. Lotus, I'm good. How are you? Plan B is usually the silent hunter armor and a big dose of sprinting. Okay, so what you're saying is maybe we replace... Oh, was I crouched that whole time? What you're saying is I should highly consider swapping out murder for something a little more low-key. I think that seems fair. Plan C, call for help. My original plan A was to try to override something and then cause a distraction, or maybe they injure, you know, something happens, right? But we were quickly found out. So the sneaking override option didn't pan out, thus we had to go with murder. You know, you could take his mine launchers off as well. Oh, that's true. I could do the tear and then, Hey, I see somebody down there.
I found one of the hunters.
I mean, they're pretty hurt. Do you think this guy is gonna get mad, though? R. Oh, man. Okay, I was gonna try to sneak out before they saw I was there.
An outlander, huh? Well, who else would join me on this path I've taken?
Which path would that be?
Away from tradition. Away from the Werak. It's not so. Damn. They gain metal too. But my need is greater.
Okay.
The Banuk don't accept help. Is it true?
They don't. I do.
All right, so hold on. I am not even done crafting. Don't cheat. Okay, this is not. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold. Q.
Got him frozen. It's your turn.
Huh? Are we working together, or is this, what is this? Okay, R. Oh shoot, I let go too early. Okay.
Look sharp, Outlander. There's more of them.
Okay. R. Make the thing! Oh god. Ow. Ouchies. Okay, bad roll. It's alright. R. All the way! Shoot! Oh! Okay, it's fine. Oh god, I'm crafting things I don't even need. R. No!
I'll freeze it where it stands.
I keep falling off of everything. Okay, time out.
Together we're a blizzard.
Ow. Yep. Look, I'm drawing him my way. R. Ugh, it's fine. Just hit. I feel like I don't quite have the time necessary for the RRR and also the pullback, so I need to prioritize. Okay, the pullback of the hard point is sort of where it's at.
I'll bring you down.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next, so let's loot before she needs to loot.
We're apart.
Again, thank goodness for this armor, because I definitely would not have lived. It's the classic. Aloy does everything and the AI just try to freeze. I know, I could hear her screaming, but not really over the sound of my own screaming. So, I think she was like, I got him frozen, go for it. And I was like, what? No, nobody's got time for that. We need fire RRR, AI, please.
You fight well. I am a Kree.
Thank you.
I'm Aloy.
I'm Aloy. I heard the White Teeth were missing 2 hunters. You look like you could leave if you wanted to, so...
I stayed because of the other. Mylen. She snapped her leg descending the ice. I've bided my time keeping vigil, but now she must return to the Werak before they leave.
What about the trial?
What's this ordeal supposed to prove?
That we have the strength of our ancestors. That we can survive as they did. When they came in search of a homeland, some were trapped against this glacier by a snowstorm. 4 days, 4 nights. After the storm cleared, the survivors sighted a Tolnek, which led them up into Banor. Well, that's the story I learned anyway.
Is joining the White Teeth so important to you?
It's one of the great Weraks of Banor. Not so many great ones left now. I would go where Mylen went. I was her shadow on the snow, and she was mine. To be a runner with the White Teeth was everything to her.
So where is she now?
You know this Mylan well.
Since our knees were always skinned. All my life. In a test to prove that we only need ourselves. That was my weakness.
Sounds like she was lucky for your weakness.
That's not the way she sees it.
She won't let you help her?
Mylan won't let you help her, will she? Because of the rules of this test.
You're quick as a rockfall.
No, just used to being told what's forbidden to me.
She won't allow it. Won't take the medicinal plants I found or the food. Only what she can scrape up on hands and knees. I could get close when she was delirious. But now she's learned not to let me get close.
Let's go.
So let's get her back to the Werak.
All right. I've made a splint for her leg. Medicine for the pain, but I should warn you, she won't take them willingly. The law of survival...
Tribal law shouldn't keep us apart from the ones we care for.
Even if she cares more for the law.
Oh. I hope she accepts our help.
Come. Up.
Oh, hey, you know about this stuff here?
Forget about traveling light.
That's where we're going. The frozen flow from the Ice Father. It keeps many things, but it won't have her.
Not if we can help it.
Sorry. Just get overexcited.
More up?
We're lucky. Handholds have thawed. There. She's passed out again.
Between us, we can fight the machines off before they reach her.
Another tradition broken.
Take it from me. Gets easier the more you do it.
Okay, what do you think? Can we override one of these, maybe? Go, 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 go! 3, 2, 1. Woo! I'm gonna use these arrows because I hate that I have them.
Scrappers! In thin air, they smell metal for miles.
Huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, we have a problem. We definitely should have done a little bit more of the overrides. Yeah, definitely should have done more. You're okay. And loot, loot, loot.
There's frost between my teeth.
I mean, do we go to her now? Hello? Oh no. Do I have to kill my chicken friend? No! But game, he's a friend. Please. Please. I don't want to hurt him. Old Yeller Horizon Edition. Wait, this is so sad. Well, I talked to my chicken and it said there's only one way it would prefer to go out. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, now the tripwires are choosy? No, this is... Okay, well, sorry, buddy. I know there's a specific way you wanted to go out, but I can't make it happen for you today, so this is just gonna have to be... This is just gonna have to be the way it is. Maybe we can make it fast? Goodbye, old friend.
Scorchers now! This won't be easy, Aloy.
What? Oh, what? Oh, I can't bring my friend into the next. I can't. I am so. Okay, I'm gonna have an emotional moment because I have to kill my chicken, and then the game is like, JK, we're gonna send some scorchers. Bet you wish you had your friend with you into the next level. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish I did, as a matter of fact. Okay, we're using the blasts, okay? Oh god! Oh god! Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, this is not... Look out! Look out! Oh god. I have seen this go much better. What? Oh, this cannot... Okay, timeout. Timeout. I said timeout. Okay. This did not work at all. The blast does nothing. Well, this is bad. This is kind of bad, but we're gonna make do. Yep. I know. I know. It is so hard being you, huh? Oops. Can you break out already so I can tie you back down? None of this is going to plan. Everything is not going to plan. Wait, where did this go? Hold on. He loses this? Okay. R.
Looks like it's full. We did it.
Where'd the other one go? There's no way she killed one on her own. I just...
Save these for the trail.
Okay, well, that was sort of an emotional roller coaster. The damage. there was a plan. Yes. Rip chicken, though. I had big plans for that chicken. Honestly, that chicken was coming back with us to drop off May or whatever her name is. And then I had to put my chicken down. Malin.
I can feel her fever even in this cold. She shouldn't have been putting weight on this leg.
She is awake.
Oh, good.
Miss Outlander. You brought her here, Ikri?
You think I went to the Nora homelands to find a spear to drive between us?
I told you. The ordeal is mine, and mine alone. I will survive.
Which would you rather keep, Mylin? Your leg or your pride? Because I think you're gonna have to choose.
Finish it.
I know what you think of me. But I vowed you'd join the White Teeth. And you will.
I will go back. Alone. No! Let me do this. Please.
letter. Mylen, I hope you can forgive me someday.
I never accepted your help. It's the Werak you should ask for forgiveness.
I didn't care about the Werak.
She'll understand. You saved her life.
You don't know the Banuk very well, Aloy. We have so many ways to express a grudge, and only one to accept an apology. I have to go my own way. I don't belong with them, who left her to die, and I don't belong with Ikri. I'll find a crack in this glacier, and I'll shout my grief into it. And the ice can keep it forever.
What should I tell them? The Werak.
That I fell. And that she endured. Will you? The White Teeth's test did change something in me. In us both.
Okay, that's... It's like so sad for no apparent reason. I don't know if it was like as intended or not, but I like it feels like it should be a love story. Like she on like a more than just their friends or whatever, and her friend is like choosing this other life than her. I don't know if that was like as intended, but like my heart is so sad. How's it going, random? Okay. Fast travel's the only way. Well, we probably would have beat her back anyways, but...
I've never traveled further south than the Grave Horde.
Mylen has returned. I expect you have something to say about this.
I do.
Then convince me what an outlander's word is worth.
Oh, okay. By the rules of the ordeal, she survived. She gave up everything for your rules. Okay. Do we go with mind or do we go with I feel like we can't go with the heart one here just because, like, of how into their own rules and traditions they are. Oh, I hate racisms. This is tough. Yeah, thanks, Gray. By the rules of the ordeal, she survived. She gave up everything for your rules. I think we gotta go combat here.
You put her through this ordeal. She gave up everything for your rules. She refused aid, just like you taught her. Walked back on a ruined leg. Left a friend behind. She passed the test. That's my word. Are you questioning it?
My coldness to bring forth such heat? It must be the truth you speak.
The White Teeth shall accept her.
Outlander. So nothing of the other hunter? The one called Ikri?
She's gone. She sounded brave.
Her name will always be in my song.
Whatever new machines crawl from that cauldron, we'll be ready.
Yeah, well, I gotta be honest,
Road
I
back
don't really
to the
give...
Black Hills of our home.
It was a good speech. But I didn't give up everything. I could have laid down and died.
I know. You survived.
I did more than that. I kept to the law. Don't you see? Ikri was my only friend, and she could have died. You could have too. All for my mistake. The law of survival would not allow such a waste. It makes us strong. And cold. It challenges us to leave friendship behind.
I grew up with laws like that. They brought me nothing but pain.
Did you believe in them? That's what I thought. This is my choice. My pain.
Perfect wearing. Any one
Alright,
of the
whatever.
hunters would be suited to be chieftain.
Agree to disagree, I suppose.
None of the southern tribes rival the Mules hunters. Some escape.
Yeah, so true. That right there, like, good on Ikri because that would have been a toxic relationship, and honestly, she's better than that. She can do way better than that. All right. I see many problems. All right. So we're gonna have to run up and then sort of like hang back down. Or should I try for this one here? She could do way better than that. Looks at Aloy. Exactly. We would treat her better. That is my word. And it is true.
This grapes.
Okay. So, I think both of these are gonna be like up on top, right?
Another Frostclaw. Better be prepared.
Ooh. Frostclaw Sawtooth matchup? That could be pretty good, right? Oh. That's looking like some blue gleam right there. This way. This way. All right, how fast do we think this bear can run, you know? Yes. Yes, come this way. Come on.
Nearly there.
That is the sneakiest thing I have ever done. Oh. Okay. Good. This is good. Wait, I might not even need you. Oh. Run, 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 run. Unless that was this one. No, that was not this one.
Snap this BLUEGLEAM off carefully.
Oh, 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 oh. No, no, no. Okay, well now that I've done this, okay, now that we've done this, you followed me all the way here, you weirdo? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Yes. Yes.
The Banukas find this BLUEGLEAM stuff valuable.
Yes, that is good, kitty. Okay. So now that I have one of you. Okay. While he's busy, we go get the. Whoa! Oh my god! Okay, we gotta pay more attention. Oh god, this is a cliff. This is a cliff. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Just in case you encounter Smokey the Bear, just let me fix you up, please. Okay, I'm not made of money, so we're gonna eat there. I think we need the second sawtooth, and we need to all go fight Smokey together. The sneakiest thing I've ever done 2 times in a row.
Maybe more.
All right. What is that? Okay, this is sort of weird, but we probably could have used this guy on our team. I recognize it's too late now. Excellent. All right. Come with me, friends, as we take on Smokey the Bear. Friends, that means you guys. Oh. Why is it fast? Why is it fast? Okay, that's fine. Friends! Friends! Kitty friends! Oh no. Okay, come here. It appears Smokey the Bear is a big scaredy cat here. Arr. Okay, run. Oh goodness. Ow, jeez. They all hit a tree. That's unfortunate. From downtown! Dang it. R. Well, this is very anticlimactic. Yeah. What the heck? Who wanted to see two sawtooths destroy Smokey the Bear? I did. And now we're never gonna get to see it happen, so. Wow, good job. Guess we'll travel down here. Oh, I see. You get a lens first time. Smokey putting out fires with those boulders. So cute. Oh, yeah, so cute. Why can't you call them? For some reason, the call thing doesn't work. I don't know if it's just in the... Wait, did it even let me pick up the lens, though? Hold on, let's go back. Just to make sure. Where was it? It was like up here, right? Let's double check what I'm leaving behind because... Oh my gosh, imagine me leaving without the lens right now because I have too much stuff. Okay. Yikes. That's a yikes. Let's disassemble this. We need to go, we need to go. That could have been very bad.
Won't waste this.
I learned you could actually use Rock's Help Guide. Oh, really? Well, that would be something for the future, because yeah, the call for some odd reason doesn't seem to work. So you can only call the machines you can ride. Oh, sorry, I meant the lure call. But is that still true? It is weird. I hope you can call all the combat ones in the sequel. That would be cool, hopefully. Wait, is this one's our friend, right? Yeah. Do you want to follow me? This way? Oh, or do I have to climb over the mountain? Minus Aloy dying, but... That's good stuff. Oh no! Oh no, hold on. I can reset. I'll set the time back. Where do I go? Photo mode. Then we go all the way out. It was like it just happened. What the heck? Why are there clouds now? I just missed it. Man. That's one thing that I wish... Well, I guess if I just wait here, right? Till the clouds go away. Dang it. I was a little too slow, and now I lost it. But first, let me take a selfie. Yeah, I have a photo mode request as well for...
Ouch.
Oh, you're okay. For Horizon Forbidden West. When it's cloudy, I want to be able to remove those or like slightly add them into the photo mode things. That would be great. Okay. And now we do this blue gleam. Where am I supposed to be? Yeah, this is good. I'll collect this blue gleam, this. There's a whole pocket of them out here. But, no, this is what I want to do. Still back, but yeah. Right, a weather control would be cool. Gotta get those sandstorm pics in so you can't see anything. Exactly. That's exactly. I want to be able to play with the weather. That's all I'm asking for. Oh. gonna be unfortunate for, we'll just stay as dry as we can, you know? Squirrel! 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 I missed! No! No, no, no! Mr. Squirrel, please! Oh, why is it so fast? How did this happen?
That's it. I'm already gone.
Wait, it's not even dead yet. Where did you go? Dang it. It was so fast after I missed that first shot. It was game over.
All of the winters coming at once.
Oh, this had two. Why? Okay. What is that purple marker here?
This blue gleam will make some shine happy.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm not considering this spoilery. Am I missing out on like some part of gameplay if I don't go to try to override one of these? We saved the squirrel. What a pro gamer. I know. Well, now we have an understanding with the giant chickens. They have a sense of like, I don't know why, but I feel connected to this girl. No? Okay. 'Cause I feel slightly lame just killing them like this, but I mean, it seems to do the trick. That's how it looks when Aloy just continuously tumbles out. Hey, you can't touch this. There's like no way they would even let me. Although you have to cross over something in order to get to the control tower. Okay. Good night, George. All right, you guys. This music's kind of got me pumped up. I feel like we can make a run for it. Like, just run, you know? There's a little bridge. A little bridge on the way over. So if something does follow us up, like, won't be able to make it to the other side, so... All right. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh God! Oh God! I did not realize this is water! This is water. It's not ice. We have problems. We have problems. there's another one. What is this area? Okay, the good news is none of them see us here. I wish that chicken was gone. Also, when I jump off, if I jump off, jump there, run, 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 I could try to override that one too. This may seem unnecessary, but what if I run, rope, 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 override? Oh, I might not need to rope, rope, rope. Look at her go! Look at her go! She could go! Oh! Oh God! Override! Easy! Oh, there was also one on the side, so you didn't have to like directly look at it. Nice! Okay. That was very brave. Good job, us. Now, before any of them know what hit them, we run. Oh, there's no reason to dive. There's no reason to dive. You can definitely make this jump. Aw, man.
Let's find this blue game a better home.
Okay, good. Well, this is going quite swimmingly. Okay. Make our way. Sorry, tried to make that jump. Just go up as far as possible. Nobody sees us. Sorry, I'm not trying to exit the play area. I'm just looking for blue squirrel. We got him. Ha! Give me your bones. All we got is fatty meat. Okay. So, it's around here somewhere. See, you gotta ask in advance what you want from the animals, you know? You can't shoot them and then ask. It's just like not really how it works. Okay, this should be out here. Blue Gleam. This one's sneaky.
This one.
That one is sneaky. There's an animal figurine also below. Safely get down.
Going down fast.
Yeah, I think I can safely get down from here. Save. Ah. I was quite lucky because that was not where I was looking at all. Depicts a lithe predatory animal inscribed 2 of 7 and a commemorative set. See 2042 Montana Recreations. Trade at Hollow Hall for valuable rewards.
The shape looks familiar.
Okay. Gotta hit the big stash over here. Make our way back. I'm looking for some squirrel. It's very difficult when the two things you're looking for are shiny blue gems and squirrels. That's not even, that's the actual game. It is tough, but somebody's gotta do it. Okay, how do I actually get here? I'm wondering, maybe I'll fast travel to this campfire. Or I'll fast travel to this campfire. We're gonna sell some stuff. I'm pretty sure we have enough blue gleam for the next
Got some blue gleam. Might as well
armor.
trade it.
Hello. Okay. So I think the next one I was gonna go with was the power shop. Because this is my other favorite weapon. So I would like to equip it here. Oops. Yeah, sorry. I need to sell. I need to sell this. Stormbird, Behemoth, Ravager, Glinthawk, Trampler, Bellowback, Corruptor, Snapmaw, Longleg, Sawtooth, Stalker. Charger, Broadhead, Shellwalker, Fishskin, Badgerskin, Grazer, Slagshine. Got 3 of these. The Watchers and one of these Scrappers. Goodbye. Thunderjaw, Stormbird, Rockbreaker, Behemoth, Deathbringer, Ravager, Glinthawk, Trampler, Bellowback, Snapmaw, Longleg, Stalker, Frostclaw, Charger, Lance Broad, Shellwalker, Grazer, Scrapper. buy scrapper lenses. So find the blocks. So this one. There's two things I normally don't have, and I think it's the lens and the heart, so it is what it is. Sell the greens of these, and blues. Okay. And how are we doing? Okay, we're back. We're back on the sparkers, so that's good. Wire's still good. I feel like I haven't used any potions recently. I haven't. Cool. So now, crafting. And I'm gonna take these off. Clear. Oops. Clear, clear. Okay. So, Banuk Power Shot. Handling is 20. Damage 90. Tear off 100. So, I mainly use this for high damage at long range and for the tear off. So, I think I'll do this. I feel like I should go double damage. I'm gonna go double damage. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh yeah, and the tripcaster. Okay. I was like, I feel like I'm missing my really good mods. So let's take those off and try again. Then there's also foxes and squirrels. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need foxes. Or no, not foxes. For right now, main priorities are raccoon, squirrel, and I can't remember what the other one is. To do the increased, like bow stuff. Another high damage. Two times damage and one handling. Yeah, I was between putting something for the tear. Giving a little extra something to the tear, but yeah. How's it going, Data Stream? I don't remember what my tear off did before. Just woke up. I'm doing good, thank you. Good, good. Glad to hear it. I guess I don't... Like, I have very specific use cases for using the tear. What did I have it previously? Yeah, I mean, the tear was the same. I don't think I did anything extra to it. You don't think go triple damage on it? It was the same value. Yeah, you were right, Kai. I don't know. I kind of want to go triple damage on it, but I have a hard time like recognizing the difference in the handling. I use damage instead of tear. I literally only use the tear on stalkers, and like, honestly, that's it. Triple is great, but a bit on the slow side. You can test if you like. That might be good. Just so I get a feel for like the difference, you know? Mississippi. And then if I swap this for what am I doing? Handling. Yeah, definitely handling's the way to go there. It's, I always do that. It's enough where it's a noticeable difference. Yusol, how's it going? Some mods have both damage and handling if you're lucky to get some. I do have a couple. Oh my gosh, I always press escape when trying to get into this menu. Both of my current, I mean, it's not that much handling, you know, but it's 44 damage, 15 handling, and 41 and 14. So with those, the off mods, like, it's actually a pretty decent amount on the handling. Remember, you must get the full draw on the Banuk weapons to get the full effect, otherwise it's very weak. Yes, very true. We have the full draw. There's actually, I do hear the sound cue, but the little visual, like rather than the circle, it becomes this little like almost X. It's like a nice visual cue to be like, okay, now I'm getting the full effect. Still something, totally agree. All right. And save. And what was I gonna do? Okay, I think I was gonna fast travel here and then go up. All the way. See how far we can get. I don't think climbing the mountain is gonna help us very much. I think these are like down in the valley. How are you liking the DLC so far? It is very cool. No, no, but for real, it is, I have been super enjoying it. I'm very interested in, I'm not trying to rush the DLC at all, but I definitely gotta know where this story is going. I feel invested in it. Alright, you too. Sorry. The first thing I noticed as soon as I got into the DLC, and it's really been making a difference in the dialogue. But I think they really, not even optimized, but they really worked on like the facial expressions and some of like the movements in the dialogue options. And it goes such a long way. I feel like you get to see Aloy's personality and other people's personalities a lot better since they did that. So that's one thing that's just like not even storyline related, but oof, I got goosebumps. okay though. Snow goat therapy is finished. Did she get all the Banuk weapons? No, I'm short on one of them. Nice armor. Thank you, Kai. It I felt very accomplished when I got this armor. Those power cells. Tricky. Tricky.
A fistful of BLUEGLEAM is worth braving the cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what's the catch with this little area out here, you know? One more up and one more over. Ooh, so shiny. How's your completion with the Frozen Wilds? Let's check it out. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, why so low? I guess I'm low on the collectibles. Unknown. Oh, this is probably the outfits, right? Quests. I've been doing a lot of non-questy type stuff, so that's what I'll chalk it up to. Where are we in the story? We are in for the Warak. I really like that this DLC is set in what used to be Yellowstone. Yeah, so I was very confused at first when I first got into this area because it's all like snowy and like, I mean, it's actually on top of snowy, it's just like ice everywhere. And then people kept calling it a park and then started putting the pieces together that I was like, hold on a second. What kind of park is this? I'm really awful with geography, so I don't know how geographically correct the whole map is, but yeah, I was like, in the grand scheme of the United States, I have no idea what park this could be. Let's see. I think I kind of like the whole blue skies look. Ooh, but maybe... Oh. Sunset is pretty, but... Man, it's all like cloudy again. All right, let's go with where we were at. Is that as blue as it can be? Maybe see if we can get Aloy out of the shadow. Yeah, but if you get Aloy out of the shadow... Kind of like this, but... Sweet, photo mode can move the sun. It can move the sun, but it can't just like wipe away the clouds. Like, really? Okay, I feel like I don't have too many of like the end of the day, blue sky. Like, sort of this. It's kind of unfortunate that Aloy's in a shadow, but hey, we're working with what we got here, people. Anything that's like snow-covered mountains, I'm a fan of, regardless of everything else. You know what's funny is I walked back into this area and I was like, there's no way that they made this whole area and there's just nothing back here, no purpose. I see you. I see you. I found your nice little best view.
So much for being careful.
Of the valley. I can't wait to play Forbidden West. Same. And I'm not even done with this. I must be out of the loop. So many games nowadays have photo mode. Wait, really? Oh, I think this is the first one that I've played that has one. Or at least that, you guys have told me has one.
Blue Gleam. Taking that.
Wait, Red Dead... Did Red Dead or The Witcher have one? Yeah, that was... Akai Samurai, thank you so much for the follow. If Red Dead or The Witcher had one, I never realized that they did. Yes and yes. So you're telling me The Witcher 3 and Red Dead, in their beauty, had photo modes. And this is the first of me even realizing this technology. Red Dead has a selfie mode? What? Oh, wait. No. I'm thinking of the camera. Okay, I did do that in Red Dead. That is true. I lied. But I don't think you could change like the weather and stuff, right? Don't worry, Witcher 3 next gen update coming soon. You know what's funny about that is I had an itch to play more of The Witcher like a couple of days ago. I'm like, you know, I don't know how long it would take to 100% The Witcher 3, but I feel like I would be down to do that for like an anniversary or something. I don't know if I'm supposed to be up here. seem pretty adamant that they don't want me climbing any further. See where I am. Okay, I'm gonna fast travel to this campfire, and I just want to see what's back in here real quick. I know there's nothing back there, but just gotta see. Good excuse to play again. Death March playthrough coming up. Oh man, I don't remember what I played The Witcher on originally, but even Red Dead, even this, like, once you know the mechanics and everything, I'm like, okay, you know, I think I can challenge myself. Make it a little bit more interesting. Wait, is this this? This is this. Okay. Next gen Death March playthrough. Wait, what's the deal with Death March? Is it when you die, you die? Or is it like you lose all your stuff? That's where I just was. So now we're taking a little turn. That's good stuff. Up. No, not up, down. Wait, what? Wait, if I take this down, I don't know if I want to. I kind of just want to fall down here. Yeah. That's taking me ziplining through the trees. Also cool, but not what I'm looking
Easier when I was a kid.
Not what I'm looking to do at this moment. Have I been here?
I'd have to ditch something.
No, because I definitely have not been here because those are unlooted. Oh, wow. this? Running in the snow sounds like eating. Oh, we will be. I always do that. We'll be back here. Okay. There isn't even a... Oop.
Another day passing.
They don't even give you anything, like no campfire, like, hey, thanks for finding this part of the game early. Hope to see you again soon. Like, nothing. You just get like a real creepy, eerie feeling, and that's it. Oh my gosh, when did it get to be 12? Okay, if I can make it to this campfire here. I'm doing pretty good on the blue gleam, actually. Alright, being realistic. If you're gonna be all crazy and like jump to your death ray, then I feel like you should just fast travel. Fast travel, animal figurine, blue gleam, boom. Wall Street, how's it going? About 2 minutes ago. Oh, when did it become 12? Alright, fair. Fair, but still. Oh. Hello? Park status. Park status. Park Weekly Report, July 19th through the 15th, 2045. Calving has begun. Cow elk may be hostile during calving season. Do not approach within 25 yards of elk at this time. Due to recent cool and damp weather, fire danger downgraded from moderate to low. No restrictions on campfires. Wait, I read this before. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, goodness. Okay, so maybe I found that before? Or it's just, like, seen multiple times. I'm not sure, but... I feel like the figurine, yeah.
An animal carving.
From long ago. Depicts a heavy, trampler-like animal. Inscribed 3 of 7 in a commemorative set. 2042, Montana recreations trade at Hollow Hall for valuable rewards.
Long ago.
It does look like a trampler. Okay, we got that. And now run down Blue Gleam. Have a good night, Wall Street. Time just fly when you're having fun. It just doesn't get any better than that. Just getting, this is exactly these types of games where you can just completely just mentally go to a different place, and even though some of these tasks, like
the nuclear precious jewels.
like I'm currently running around right now like harvesting blue gleam or gems or whatever, but it's just like, it's fun because the game is beautiful. And I love Aloy so much. close it. Okie dokie. And thinking maybe, what do I have for Blue Gleam? $12. I don't remember. Do you guys remember how much the last one is? Unlike some games that add in one quest and call it a DLC. That's why I spend 10 hours playing this game without realizing it. That's like, especially, it gets hard because on the weekdays, then I have to worry about like, oh my gosh, like I have to be up early. And on the weekends, it's just like, I'm just gonna sit down and enjoy this game for as long as my stomach is like, I'm eating myself and we need to go. But yeah, she really is. It's her, like, they did an awesome job of finding the line between her being like this, she's sassy and she has these little comebacks and being independent, but you love her so much. The nice thing is they took care to ensure you visit all these places organically too. Yes, exactly. And the one, so in the, I since have gone back and like finished everything for the main game, but I was missing one errand and one side quest, and they were both in totally like reasonable areas. That it was like the game took me to where I should have found it, but for one reason or another, because they were in stalker territory, and I was just like, I hate stalkers so much that I was like trying to avoid them at some point, and it was my fault that I didn't like 100% it organically, and I had to like go look for two things. But yeah. Indeed, that's why I faced Scorchers head on. Yeah, I was gonna, as you can see here, if there ends up being something that you should organically find over here, whatever, I'll find it after the fact. Look at that, 100%. It felt good. It felt good. Getting that 100%, I was like, let's go. You feel accomplished. Feel good. Okay, so the first thing I want to do for Thursday's stream is to go talk to Kamut. I also missed a merchant out here. I'm gonna talk to him, and then feel like something should be taking us out this way. I mean, I explored all of this, so I feel like maybe I could go here, work my way back. I don't know. Kamut. Scorchers are the new stalkers. Why are they? The worst part about the stalkers is when they go invisible. That was an instant just, nope, sorry, I can't see you. You can sneak up on me and jump scare me. You are not my friend anymore. Yeah, I've got a chunk in the middle of my map, so we'll fix that. We will fix that on Thursday. So we're gonna start with this, and I think that's like the only open. We'll see what comes out of this, but I kind of want to explore and see if there's any side quests that pop up before we go back to this. Oh yeah, they're little pigment things. You can trade sets at Song's Edge for valuable rewards. Yeah, I think it's part of, let's see. Oops, no, not that one. Prove yourself to the Warak. Secret shared. I'm not sure, but all I know is they get counted as part of this game progression, so we're finding them. Also, if there isn't a side quest, what's the unknown? There's 2 unknown activities. I don't like this. Oh, hold on. Did I find all of... What is this? What is this? What the heck? Oh, you can override it. Cauldron Epsilon. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't do... There is no Epsilon Cauldron. There's a cauldron in here? Where? Right? It's your future. How many of the quests have you done? Not very many. So far, let's see. Can't remember. No. Yeah, I think this is the first one for the open errands. And Shaman's Path, Waterlogged, and the Survivor are the main questy type things that I've done. Reply Hazy, try again later. Oh man, you guys are killing me! Where's that gonna be? Okay, we gotta, no. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay, what is happening? I'm gonna fast travel to here. We're gonna save. We know what we're doing for Thursday.
The nukes survive and prevail. The bandits murder and scavenge.
Sure.
Your time at the hunting grounds will be hard to beat.
Ooh. Hold on, we have a new quest has arrived. Okay, well this is good. This is good. So we'll go check that out. We'll check this out. And then, you know, we have to scour the entire rest of this place to find a cauldron. Perfect. Easy peasy. Wait, I saved, right? I think I saved.
Where once Banuk were dragged to Meridian in chains. Now Banuk and Karja live there as equals.
Perfect. All right. Quit.